Welcome to the info session for Information Technology at TasTAFE. In this session, we'll discuss the IT courses offered by our team, our recommended study pathways, as well as some practicalities including the application process. In our main pathway, we offer 3 ICT courses. We offer the Certificate 3 in Information Technology, the Certificate 4 in Information Technology, and the Diploma of Information Technology. All courses from Certificate 3 to Diploma require you to have prior knowledge and skills in computing before you commence study. But your skills will develop further as you progress through the courses on our pathway. So this is our study pathway. Our standard IT pathway starts on the left. We have the Certificate 3 course, which typically goes for 18 weeks, which is spread out over 6 months, including breaks. This is followed by the Certificate 4, which is also delivered over 18 weeks or 6 months. Next on our pathway is the Diploma course, which is run over 12 months or 36 weeks of study. We recommend students start at Certificate 3, complete that, move on to Certificate 4 before completing that and moving into Diploma. Note that we've got cybersecurity on its own over on the right over there. That's because cybersecurity is a more specialised qualification. Ideally, you'd want a solid grounding in the General ICT Certificate 4 before undertaking Cybersecurity Certificate 4. There is a separate information session for this course, and you can check that out on our website. Looking down the bottom, you can see there's some employment outcomes listed. So at Certificate 3 level, you can see roles like IT Technician, Customer Service Representative, Client Support Officer, User Support Specialist, and Help Desk Officer. Up the other end, we've got the Diploma employment outcomes, which includes things like website and database development, network engineer, network manager, and computer network professional. So you can see as you progress up through our pathway, the expected job outcomes are at a higher level. However, I should mention that in industry, especially in Tasmania, they're quite flexible and will generally hire based on your knowledge and skills, not just the certificate level that you've completed. So here we'll give you a brief outline of each course and what's involved in it. At Certificate 3 level, you'll learn terminology, system setups, as well as web and programming. You use these skills to support IT in the workplace with software and hardware, applications and networks. At Certificate 3 level, there are 2 study options available. You can study on campus with an online component over 1 semester or 6 months full-time. Alternatively, we now offer a fully online option which is delivered over 2 semesters or 12 months, and that's part-time. At Certificate 4 level, you build on those skills that you've learnt at Certificate 3 with more complex networking and programming. You'll learn to install and administer networks, servers and desktops. This is offered over 1 semester full-time on campus with an online component as well. In our Diploma course, we'll move into managing complex networks, server operations, program integration and IT security, the skills to operate as an IT administrator or a network support specialist. This is offered on campus, full-time over 1 year. So as I mentioned, this semester TasTAFE will continue offering Certificate 3 in IT with fully online delivery as an option. This offering is part-time with 2 evening sessions and 1 day session each week. All sessions are delivered virtually, so you can be at home and study. Sessions are also recorded for you to review later if you can't make it to class on the day. The course is offered over 2 semesters, that's 12 months, and is designed for people who are in full-time work in regional and rural areas or just don't want to do full-time study. It's important that when you commence your IT study journey with us, you start at the appropriate level for you. We don't want to set people up to fail, and one of the issues we commonly see is students with some IT background applying directly for Certificate 4 or Diploma without having completed Certificate 3. Even though you might be quite capable with ICT in general, you may not be sufficiently familiar with the products and technologies that we're using in our courses, and this will make it difficult for you to start at a higher level course which relies on familiarity with those tools and technologies. Here we'll spell out some of the specific knowledge and experience required at the Certificate 4 level. As a minimum for Certificate 4, you should know key functions and differences between network routers, network switches, and wireless access points. You should also have experience with installation, configuration, and troubleshooting of Windows workstations, installation, basic configuration, and troubleshooting of Windows Server. Experience working with basic network protocols, including TCP/IP, DHCP, and DNS, for example. You should also have knowledge of hardware installation, configuration, maintenance, and troubleshooting, as well as experience working in virtual environments like VirtualBox or VMware. In each of the courses in our main pathway, you'll be developing skills in technical support, networking, server operations, as well as programming and/or web development. So each course qualifies you for different roles in ICT. Or you can progress through the courses on our pathway to build your skills for more advanced roles in industry. At Certificate 3 and 4, each one of these topics listed is taught as a separate subject. In Diploma, we cover the same topics, however there is an additional topic of IT security added in as well. So what do we do in technical support? Well, some of the things we cover are disconnecting, connecting and troubleshooting computer hardware, learning about how to diagnose, maintain and prevent computer hardware and software issues, scanning and removing malicious software, troubleshooting and maintaining Windows operating systems, desktops and servers, creating and maintaining effective communication skills to work with clients and effectively documenting work within a live ICT ticketing system. In networking and server operations, we cover installing and optimizing operating systems such as Windows 10, Windows Server, and Linux. We configure roles and features in Windows Server and carry out system administration tasks such as Active Directory, DHCP, DNS, file sharing, and quotas. We learn about networking protocols and networking devices and how we can use them to install, manage, and troubleshoot networks. We learn how to install, configure and secure small to medium branch networks in a simulated network environment. And I'll just say here at TASTAFE, we do like to have a really hands-on approach and get you working on real equipment. So we do a lot of simulated workplace activities on real equipment wherever possible. We work with virtualization technologies to create and manage virtual computers, and we cover some cybersecurity risk management, including configuration of network security and management of network and data integrity. Now in programming at Certificate 3 and 4 levels, we learn and apply programming techniques focusing on Python. We create programs and applications, we troubleshoot errors in code, and we apply programming and development skills in project tasks. We also cover plenty of other stuff in our courses as well. Some of those things that are important in an IT role, especially in a service desk environment, include things like intellectual property, ethics and privacy, including management of client data, identification and evaluation of new and emerging technologies, working collaboratively within the ICT industry, and applying advanced critical thinking skills to work processes. For example, problem solving and task prioritization. So on to the practical details. These courses commence July 2026. With our Certificate 3 on-campus option, attendance is 3 days per week on campus, and that's for one semester, offered both in Hobart and Launceston. With our Certificate 3 online, attendance is 2 evening sessions plus 1 day session per week for 2 semesters. This is offered statewide. Certificate 4, attendance is 3 days per week on campus, plus 1 additional day for students who don't have a recent Certificate 3. And that is for 1 semester. That is also offered in both Hobart and Launceston. For our diploma course, attendance is 4 days per week on campus for 2 semesters, and that is offered in Hobart only at this stage. With all of our courses, you should expect to do some work outside of class hours to complete your learning tasks and assessments. Where our courses are online or have an online component, you need to be comfortable working from home, and we need to be able to see and hear you. So you will need a quiet study area, proper seating and desk, a microphone and headset or speakers, as well as a webcam or camera. If you're studying for the Online Certificate 3, or if you wish to work on the content from the server operations or cybersecurity units at home, you'll need the following computer requirements. You'll need a minimum of 16 gigabytes of memory, a high-speed processor, and that's an 8th generation Intel i5 or better. You'll need an internal SSD or dual hard disks with 1 terabyte space, Windows 10 or 11, and your machine will need to be capable of running VMware Workstation, running at least 2 to 3 virtual machines at any one time. And any software required will be supplied. Now, if you are studying at home, you'll need a stable internet connection. Your internet connection will be required to run online applications, download resources, some files up to 10 gigabytes each, access streaming media, and access the learning management system.
As part of the application process and before being offered a position in a Certificate 3 course, a member of our team will contact you to discuss if this course aligns with your goals and aspirations and to ensure that you're fully informed and understand the course requirements.
The fee you pay at TasTAFE will depend on the course you choose and may vary depending on the level of government subsidy available, the cost of delivery, any previous study you've undertaken, and/or your personal circumstances. For general information about fees and payments, please visit our website Fees and Payments page. Fees for specific courses are listed on each course page on our website, and fees that apply to you can be estimated by clicking the Estimate My Fee link.
Applications for all ICT Pathway courses will open on Thursday the 28th of May at 12 p.m. Visit our website and go to the Apply and Enrol page to find out what you need to be ready to apply. You can also create your TasTAFE student account in advance, which will save you time when you go to apply for a course. If you already have a TasTAFE student account, do you remember the password? If you don't, then we suggest you go and reset your password before applications open. After you have submitted your application, keep an eye on your emails as we will advise the outcome of your application or if we need further information from you. Study Start is a free 4-day mixed mode or online course that students enrolled in any other TasTAFE course can enrol in before their main course starts. Participants of the course learn basic study skills, including time management and interpreting assessments, as well as digital literacy skills related to using Microsoft 365 and the TasTAFE learning management system Canvas. Study Start will be run each day from Monday the 20th of July until Thursday the 23rd of July 2026 at the following campuses: Burnie, Devonport, Allanvale, Campbell Street and Clarence. You will also do some self-directed study in the mixed mode course. Study Start Online will be run across the same dates, but you will not need to come onto campus. You'll participate in virtual classes and self-directed study. Apply now at the TasTAFE website. Use the keywords Study Start in the search bar. Another excellent service you can access at any time through the course is Foundation Skills Services. Reading, writing, maths, computer skills, workplace skills, study skills, job seeking skills. We all need and use these skills every day. If you need help with these, Foundation Skills Services can work with you in a group or provide individual tutoring. And they can do this on campus or online. Just speak with your teacher or scan the QR code to book a one-on-one session with a Foundation Skills teacher.
If you need assistance or support during your time at TasTAFE, please don't hesitate to seek advice from our support team. We have student counsellors, disability liaison officers and Aboriginal support officers based in each region. Our support team offer a range of student services including advice about financial assistance, counselling, disability support and pathway planning. And you can call 1300 655 307 to make an appointment or visit the student support section on our website.
So let's recap some key details. Applications will open on Thursday, the 28th of May at 12 p.m. That's midday for all ICT pathway courses. As part of the application process and before being offered a place in Certificate 3 courses, a member of our team will contact you to discuss if this course aligns with your goals and aspirations and to ensure that you're fully informed and understand the course requirements. And finally, you can contact us via email at itdelivery.statewide@tafe.tas.edu.au, or you can call 1300 655 307.
So that concludes our formal presentation. So now it's time to answer your questions.
Hi, King.
Yeah. Hi, Yang.
Before we take more questions, just wonder for Certificate 3 Information Technology, do we require any study or work experience or any specific entry requirement?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So at the Certificate 3 level, we don't have any specific entry requirements. So it's certainly open for anyone to apply to. However, I should mention that at Certificate 3 level, there is the expectation that there is already some familiarity with using computers. Generally, people at a level who have used computers in a workplace, not as their main job, but just had some involvement in regular use of computers, can generally start in our Certificate 3 course quite successfully, and then build on it from there. So yeah, while we have no specific requirements, just some general understanding would be good before you start. And if you're unsure about this, one of the things you can do is go onto our website. Go to the TasTAFE website, look up the Certificate 3 in IT, and there should be a link on that page to a self-assessment checklist, which is something you can download that will help you make the decision about whether this course is right for you, whether it's starting at the right level, and it will just ask you some questions about some various technologies and just see what level you're at, and that will help guide you as to whether you think the course is right for you. So yeah, please, if you're unsure, go on to our website and have a look at that one. Thanks, that's a great question. Now, if anyone else has any questions, please post them. There should be a Q&A button in your window, and you should be able to click that, post your question, and yeah, I'll do my best to answer it. Now, we'll give you a minute or so to get any questions in, and yeah, let's see.
Thank you, King. Let's wait for 1 minute, see whether have more questions coming through.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks. Okay, so I've just seen a question come through. So someone has asked, they're wondering about what sorts of jobs could they get with the Certificate 4 in ICT compared to the Certificate 3. Now, I wish this was a really clear-cut answer, but unfortunately it's not. In our earlier, in one of the earlier slides of this presentation, we went through some of the job roles and listed them out, so you could sort of get a little bit of an idea. So definitely, if you missed that, go back and have a look at this video once it's been published on our website, and you can have a look at some of those job roles there. But I would say, in my experience and what I've seen, it depends a lot on what the student's interests are, and what areas of IT they enjoy and what they're strong at, where their skills lie. So it's very much the individual's skills, communication skills, things like that, all come into the question. So Yeah, so I don't think there is sort of some. We would generally say at a Certificate 4, you should be able to expect to apply for higher level jobs, and the employer will probably be able to expect that you'll be able to start working at a bit of a higher level, without as much training. But it's so varied between the jobs and between the students. It's very difficult to say. So the best guidance I've got is, hey, go back and have a look at the recording for this, and have a look at the earlier slide about job roles and pathways. Okay, so I'll just see if any new questions have come in now. Oh, okay, so this is a good one. I'll just pop this one through. So the question has been asked, if I go into campus, will I need my own laptop? And the answer to that is no. Definitely will not need a laptop. We do get some students bringing their own laptops. They might prefer work on those when they're doing assignment work. But yeah, you'd be certainly provided with a spot in the classroom with a computer that is sufficient to run everything you need to run for the course. So yeah, laptop's optional. If you do choose to bring your own laptop, we do have Wi-Fi on offer to students as well. Yeah. So I hope that's answered your question. If not, post another one, go into a little bit more detail and let me know. Okay, we'll just wait another minute or so and see if any other questions pop through. All right. I haven't seen any more questions come through. If you're quick now, you might be able to get one through. But look, I just want to say, if anyone has any further questions at this point, or if you come up with any questions over the next few days or week, please get in touch with us via our email address, or you can even call the 1300 number listed and ask to get in touch with the IT delivery team and let us know, and we'll be able to answer your question that way. All right. So no more questions coming through. So I think we'll call it there. Yeah, please get in touch if you've got any further questions. And just like to say thank you very much to everyone who's been able to join us today. And we hope to see you soon.
So that concludes our presentation. Thank you for joining us, and we wish you all the best with your studies at TasTAFE.